Sorry about the wait.
Yeah, you better be. I'm kidding. Nah, it's fine, man. I
It's
understand.
perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay. Josh, whenever you got everything set up, I think we're all ready to
all
go.
set up.
Okay. You started recording already?
Yeah.
All right. Hold on. Before I do the intro, you guys are the glass doors, right?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Welcome to the Texasized podcast, episode 4. Today, we have two guests, Austin and Danny of the Glass Doors. How are you guys doing today?
Oh, we're doing good.
Yeah, pretty good.
Good to hear. Good to hear. So you guys are releasing an album, yeah?
An EP, just 3
An
songs.
EP.
Yeah.
Okay. What's it called? Have you guys announced what it's called yet?
It's fine. Everything's all right. It's a kind of a sarcastic title because when you hear that, it's clearly not fine or all right.
Mm-hmm. What kind of like genre is it? Would you describe it as? I guess.
I guess we primarily write punk music, punk rock.
Yeah.
These songs are a little heavier though. They're more like hard rock, alt rock, in that little genre, but still got punk elements, I guess. But
Yeah. Okay. What I guess the biggest question, kind of like what inspired both of you to kind of start making music and make a EP and decide to put it out to the world,
man, you're asking the fucking hard hitting questions, man. Shit. I think I started writing poetry when I was 10, and it was shit. But I guess I've always been more poetic. Wanted to get into writing lyrics, and my dad was like, "Why don't I get your guitar?" And I was like, "Sure, that sounds pretty cool." And then my life went downhill from there. I'm kidding. I guess we're a very poetic band, lyrically and shit. I guess that's more bent on me.
Yeah, more on him. I suck at writing lyrics.
But I guess poetically, I really like E. Cummings, Edgar Allan Poe, Sylvia Plath. Guitar-wise, definitely Johnny Stevens, A Highly Suspect, and Kurt Cobain, of course.
Yeah.
Those bands morphed me into being how I play guitar.
Did you name your band because at the Glass Door? Does that mean you're trying to be more transparent with the meaning of your music, or?
I would love to lie to you right now and say yes, but I'm actually gonna start using that. I guess the actual story is me and Danny were in a civics class sophomore year, and I was just sitting alone at a table. I wasn't hanging out with anyone, but I don't know who the fuck Daniel was talking to, but he was just going on a rant about glass, going on a rant about doors, and he was very angry about both, and it just became an inside joke. Who the fuck were you talking to?
I don't remember.
What made you so adamant about doors and glass? I want to know the story behind that. What the hell?
I genuinely have no clue why I started getting so heated up about doors. But yeah, glass. Doors and glass just tick me off apparently.
Was it that there's no need for doors, technically?
Does this go back to the debate? Are there more wheels or more doors in the world?
I think that might be what it was from.
No, that was before that became a thing. But like,
Oh yeah, it was. I don't even know why I was getting ticked off. I was just getting ticked off.
yeah, you were fucking like, I've never seen you like be vocal in front of like a large group of people. But no, I think it's really cool that you interpreted it that way. That like we're being more transparent with our meanings and shit. Because like, yeah, I mean that is a big part. Even though we're very poetic, I like to have it. When I write lyrics, I don't like to have them like you have to really like think about it. Like there are layers, and if you think about it, then like you'll discover more shit as you go along. But I like having it
Like very in your face.
yeah, unapologetically, it is what it is, I guess. I guess we didn't finish influences. What are your influences?
Mostly when it comes to bass, mostly my influences tend to be like Cliff Burton, John Deacon, a little bit of Jason Newsted here and there. Not much else to be honest. Vocally, it's like just everywhere.
What about piano? Because yeah. Oh, if we didn't like, I'm Austin, guitarist, singer, songwriter. That's Daniel. Piano, bass.
I was wondering
bass
about
is-
that. Does Daniel? Do you want to go by Danny or Daniel, or?
I just go by Daniel.
Yeah, I just call him Danny because why not?
Yeah, Danny's my grandfather, so.
Oh, I didn't know
Okay.
that. But yeah, he plays piano, bass, and he sings.
Okay. So you guys have piano in your upcoming songs?
Not these three.
Not
but,
these three, but we do plan on having piano featured in the future.
even on the
Okay.
next EP, most likely.
And what is kind of like I guess the plan for you guys releasing music? Because obviously consistency is really important when it comes to the music industry and stuff. So I guess like after this EP, are you guys like going in, release some music, every few weeks, every month?
I guess the plan. I guess what the plan looks like for now is excuse me. We might do, I guess, an EP a year, maybe like 3 or 4 songs every summer, late summer, maybe. One thing we definitely want to do is play shows locally, get to know more people, get to branch out. We can't really, since there have been some delays with this recording process, and there's just even more time constraints coming up. We may not be able to play that many shows, but definitely next summer we would try to release music a little earlier, try and play shows that whole summer, go into winter playing some shows here locally.
Do you have a
But
set
yeah, we would-
release date for it and everything all right?
The plan is, as of right now, we're gonna try to get it out around noon tomorrow.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah.
So by the time this releases, it should be out already.
I believe so, yes.
Okay.
But I'm not gonna say that tentatively because there has been so much.
There's been so many drawbacks that it's like.
But as of right now, it really looks like noon tomorrow. Everything will be out. But
Okay.
so wait, what day is tomorrow? August 4th at noon.
Noon. Is that noon Central Time or Central? Noon Central. Okay. You have any other questions about what else you got, Josh?
So, are you gonna try and stick within the punk rock genre, continuing on with the rest of your music?
Well,
Or are you gonna branch out and try some new things sometimes?
yes and no.
I think for the most part, we probably are going to stay within the genre. Here and there, we may have some songs that stick out and aren't really punk rockish. But like for the most part, it's probably going to be within the punk rock genre.
But definitely these, like I said earlier, these 3 songs are more heavy than most of the stuff we write. So definitely the next few songs we're gonna release, like next year, are gonna be, not gonna sound anything similar. I can
They're gonna be a
promise
bit
that.
like lighter.
Yeah, it'll be a lot lighter. It'll be more of our like, I don't want to say comfort area, but I guess more of our mainstay.
Yeah.
But yeah, we definitely, we've even written songs like solo piano melodies or solo guitar melodies with just like one voice, like some indie music, I guess you would say.
Mhm.
So I guess we're in like the general ballpark of punk, indie, just rock in general.
Okay. And yeah, so is there anything?
Blues is another one.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Not really, mostly in like the guitar solos and stuff, but yeah.
You ever hear of I'm not very much of a musical aficionado, but you ever hear of Yngwie Malmsteen?
Yeah, he's that Swedish guitarist, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's really fucking good.
That's what I think about when I think of like integrating classical into punk rock, but uh yeah,
Yeah, yeah, that's a big thing that he does for sure.
So when it comes to punk rock, right? One of the people that just released, uh, not just released, I guess, but he recently switched from rap to punk rock. And Austin, I've seen this on your story quite a few times. What do you guys think about Machine Gun Kelly?
Oh.
Man, this is our introduction to the music industry, and we're already coming in guns blazing, talking shit about someone else. Man, this is not even good for us. You want to go with your opinion?
I'm not too big of a fan on him. I feel like he probably should have stuck to rap because like he doesn't do too well in the punk genre.
Have you heard his fucking cover of "Misery Business" by Paramore? He's just hitting 2 notes that entire song.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's just one of those things that like, uh, one of my friends I went to high school with, fucking loved the Tickets to My Downfall album.
Yeah.
And then I asked him if he knew like Heart Shaped Box by Nirvana, and he said, "Who's Nirvana?" So,
See,
oh,
uh, I,
the way I look at that, it's like he may not be good at it, right? But he is introducing like a whole new type of people to the genre, you know? So
That
they
is
can go out and
true.
find that
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
music.
that is very true because like Olivia Rodrigo and Jaden and Willow, they're all like them and Machine Gun Kelly, they're all like top of the pop punk genre right now, and I guess it is cool to be so inclusive. It's not just a whole bunch of like white dudes anymore, which I can respect that. I think that's really cool. I'm not. My Instagram stories have made it very known that I'm not a Machine Gun Kelly guy, but
We're not like huge fans of him.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I am all for the like. I guess I hate calling it shock rock aesthetic, but like even though I think, but like in Kiss they like dress up and shit. Like part of me thinks it's kind of goofy, but at the same time I'm all here for it. Like I'm all here for Machine Gun Kelly wearing makeup and painting his nails and shit. But I don't know. He just seems more pretentious about it, I
Yeah.
guess.
That's fair. It's a fair thing to make. So we can move on from the music and talk about it
well,
more
before we
towards the
do,
end if you want.
I
Oh, go ahead.
wanted
You
to
have more
ask.
questions. Go
Yeah,
for it.
I wanted to ask. What's the instrument like split between both of you guys? Like,
That's a good one.
yeah.
Like what do we play?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm the guitarist and I guess lead singer, but we trade off
Yeah,
lyrics a lot.
I just play bass and I sing backup here and there.
And he does play piano, but we don't have any piano in the upcoming things.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Were you guys like always good at singing, or like is that something you guys really worked on a lot to get better
I
at?
wouldn't say I've always been good at singing, because you hear recordings of me singing when I was little, it's definitely it's atrocious. But like I've had experience more singing in like choirs.
but because of that, he's also been like classically trained
Yeah,
on how to properly sing.
I'm more classically trained when it comes to singing. So like
Which is actually a good thing because I had no training, so I just had to figure out everything on my own. And so all the nights that I would just blow my voice out trying to figure out how to do shit was not fun.
Mhm.
But I was never classically trained. It was up until a few years ago till I started really getting good, and I've been spending so much fucking time and effort to really get who I want to be, I guess.
Okay. And do you pay any like producer to mix your audio tracks or
Our producer, shout out to Chad, Cadillac Drummer on Instagram. He is the fucking man. He yeah, we did pay him for each song individually, but he played drums for us and also produced all of our shit. And man, he's the coolest fucking guy. He's so nice, and he became like our best friend in that studio, man. Like for real.
So you guys had like a full-on studio that you guys were recording in for this whole EP.
Yeah, pretty much.
oh yeah.
That's sick as fuck. I know I don't know what it's like where you guys are at, but I know here in Texas, studio time is expensive. That shit runs up. Wait.
Yeah, we kind of lucked out because he only paid us, or he only made us pay like per song. But like most people in town, like excuse me, I've talked to some guys and they charge like 35, 45 an hour.
Mm-hmm.
So you're not really paying per song, you're just paying for like say 8 hours in the studio. That's like $300 something dollars. But like
Yeah.
you have to get everything finished in those 8 hours, or else you gotta pay more. You know, like
Yeah. It's kind of like you got to go in there with a set plan ready for what you're going to do. You got to have everything written out and everything.
And even though we didn't have those, I guess, restraints, I would definitely say we did go in there with set plans and everything. But I guess it is one of those things that like you never know because a lot of things changed while we were recording.
Oh yeah. Quite a few songs kind of just slowly deviated slightly from what it originally was supposed to be. And I think it actually turned out way better than we thought it would.
Absolutely, but like it's just one of those things that like that's just gonna happen no matter what studio you go into, and so like it sucks because if you only pay for this many hours and then something gets changed, then you have to adjust to the change as quick as possible, and then what if it doesn't turn out the way you want it, you know? So it's definitely one of those things where you gotta prepare for every possibility.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. Here in Texas, I mean, the cheapest studio I found is like $60 an hour. And let me tell you that it runs up quick. Yeah.
I mean,
It's
2 hours, you're already paying 120.
I know, man. Fuck.
yeah, but they do a lot. They have
Yeah,
like
I think-
packages and stuff so you can get they do like deals and stuff, but they'll do like videos and stuff too on top of it. If you I think it's like $100, you can get a hour and a video or whatever you record in the hour.
I mean, that's honestly not that bad.
Damn.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
You
I
guys
mean,
have any
of
music
course-
videos coming with the E EP?
No.
Nah. We did have an idea though. We could record the entire like studio session and then like cut it, make like either like a shitty DVD or just like a music video for one, but we decided against it last minute.
Mm.
But yeah, I know that's why a lot of people want to get on major record labels because they'll pay you for all the studio time and they'll pay you for music, or they'll do music videos for you even. But
Yeah.
I mean, fuck, Nirvana for their last album paid Steve Albini, their producer, like $2 million to produce the whole record,
Yeah.
which is insane. I can't even fathom that.
It, like, as you get bigger, the price just goes up. It seems like none of the prices really stay the same the bigger you get.
Yeah. It's like you start being a musician because you start being a musician trying to fight off a net loss, and then once you're once you're big and at the top, you're still fighting off a net loss.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I know. I don't know much about the punk rock or rock industry as much, but I do know like there's a rapper, and he was still paying off just the samples for his last album. It was like 1.5 million just for all the samples he used on it.
Jesus.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Holy fuck, man.
Yeah.
So you can just imagine the whole album in total
Yeah,
just to make it.
That's just insane, man. Like,
So, Josh, you have any more questions about the music?
No, I think that's it.
So, Austin, you posted something on your story not too long ago, and I did want to bring this up because it seemed like you had quite a few very heated debates about it in your Instagram DMs. We even talked about it a little bit. So drinking milk during the day, anytime after 11 a.m. What is this about, man? What is this?
it came to my attention that some people just don't like milk and they just think it's a bad beverage. And you know, I won't stand for that fucking slander. I
think Big Milk has you by the balls, okay? You're being...
That's what I think. I think you're being mind controlled by
Oh, yo,
the
you think
milk
the government's
companies.
just trying to sell me more milk? Huh?
Yeah, I do, honestly.
My goodness.
I mean, okay, I will say for being like a singer and shit, like when I know I'm gonna sing,
You got
I
the
won't
milk
drink
voice?
anything. Nah, like I won't drink anything but water.
Yeah.
Like a week
Huh.
ahead of time if I know I'm gonna sing. Like milk will mess up your voice
Yeah.
if you're trying to do shit like that.
Most
Milk is
definitely.
fucking good, okay? I don't have to explain myself.
What type of milk do you usually drink?
This is important.
Shit, I feel like I got like 5 guns pointed at me, and like Daniel's holding 2 of them, even if he's. Come on, answer the question.
Strawberry. Don't say strawberry. You could say like 1% or something.
Oh god, 1%'s even worse.
Oh god, you know that fucking scene in Napoleon Dynamite where he tries to flirt with a chick and he's like, "I see you're drinking 1%. Is that because you think you're fat? Because you could be drinking whole if you wanted to." I mean, I am fine with strawberry. I mean, chocolate milk's cool, regular milk's cool. Don't really matter. Almond milk is the devil. I know it's healthy for you, but like, get that shit out of here.
Yeah, almond milk is definitely not the way to go. I think
agree.
ever.
Definitely.
I think if you're drinking almond milk, you're kind of just being a pussy at that point.
I agree.
I agree.
Soy
I'm
milk's
clearly you're
worse.
lactose intolerant. Drink fucking real milk.
I mean, yeah, if you're gonna want milk, right, deal with the consequences. If you're lactose intolerant, deal with it. You know?
You're not getting your proper calcium. Like, what the fuck's the point then?
I know, right?
So milk, I feel like after 11 a.m., it's over. You know, no more milk. It's too late for milk. Past like noon, that's like prime milkshake time. Okay.
Oh yeah.
I think you move from milk to milkshakes.
It's getting a lot more difficult for me to debate with you. Okay, look. I will say, I don't know. Milkshake in the early afternoon feels like blasphemy to me. I don't know. Like a milkshake at 8 p.m. when the sun's like going down or had just gone down. That sounds like the vibe.
If it's hot enough at 12, I'm probably going to drink a milkshake.
But there's Powerade, you know? Like that shit's better than a milkshake at 12. The best time for a milkshake is when the sun is going down. Change my mind.
I feel like
This
that's
is my
the time
thing.
for the hot milk, you know?
Okay, Josh, you just lost all of us, I think, here in that one. If you're drinking hot milk at all, you're probably 75 years old and up.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're fucking right.
You're either 75 years old or you're an infant.
Hot
Yes.
chocolate's cool during winter, but if you're gonna be drinking hot chocolate in the summer, just get the fuck
hot
out.
chocolate
The door
even
is over
milk?
there.
I think
You can
depends
make it
on
with
the
milk.
making. You can make it
Yeah,
with
if you make it with milk, then it's milk.
I prefer making it with milk.
It's better
Some
than
people
tap
make
water.
hot chocolate with water.
Yeah.
Cheap alternative,
And,
and it don't taste the same.
No, definitely not. I think, Josh, you seem like the type of guy that would make hot chocolate with water.
I do that. Some cocoa powder and water. Yeah.
Got the Nestle packs in your fucking cabinet.
Yeah. Why
So
you
I
calling me out?
guess when it comes to milk, it's more like in the morning, I don't even just drink straight milk, you know? Like I drink like milk from my cereal bowl when I'm done with the cereal, you know? But it's
Pour
like
the
just milk in
first
a
or the
glass. Cereal has to go first.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Anything else is the wrong answer.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That is absolutely true.
But I guess like what is the right kind of cereal? You know, like what cereal is like your go-to, you know?
Top 10 questions science still can't answer.
I prefer Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
That's not a bad one. That does leave the milk very prime for drinking afterwards.
Yes.
Honey Nut Cheerios
I don't know,
is
perhaps
also
like-
a good one. So
Cheerios is good.
Yeah.
Cheerios
Yeah.
is kind of bland though. Too.
Yeah, Honey Nut
Very
Cheerios
true.
kind of like basic.
But I'm
It's
a
like if
honey
you're
kind
going
of
for the
person.
milk drink afterwards, like Honey Nut Cheerios doesn't really leave the milk much different at all
no, not at all.
afterwards.
No,
Yeah.
not really.
Lucky Charms, but just the marshmallows.
Okay, that's too far. You're taking it too
That is
far,
too
man.
far.
You can't do
Austin,
that.
you've lost speech privileges.
The milk is just pure sugar at that point at the end. Like you drink that
Oh,
milk
yeah.
and you're gonna have diabetes afterwards.
Still better than almond milk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you drink the Lucky Charms milk and you're probably gonna have at least 3 blood clots within the next 12 hours.
And 4 kidney stones.
Yeah.
15 cavities.
Oh,
Like
nah,
you have
I'm
to
not even a
drink
Lucky
that
Charms
milk.
guy.
Thank goodness. Lucky Charms, like, it's difficult, right? Because when it comes to Lucky Charms, the marshmallows are not good by themselves.
No.
And the other little pieces that are in there are also not good by themselves. So you have to like divvy it out as you're eating it.
But then
You
you
have to
can't
make
because
sure.
there's such a sparse amount of the fucking marshmallows, so all you're getting is like the bland ass chip.
Exactly. You have to eat like 10 chips to 1 marshmallow. That's like the ratio.
Yeah, and that
I got a
shit
call.
ain't
But yeah, like you have to ratio out the cereal when you're eating it.
If I look, eating should be a mindless effort, and if I gotta pay attention to the amount of intake that's happening when I'm eating fucking cereal,
Well, then, what's your opinion on mini wheats?
Oh God. Okay, yeah, frosted mini
Yeah.
wheats. What do you think about these? Because I have a very strong take on frosted
Mini
mini
wheats
wheats.
are like a time trial cereal. You only have a certain amount of time until they all dissolve into your bowl.
Yeah.
look, man, if it's just wheat, like I can't fucking do it.
No, you got to get the frosted ones.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
frosted
these are the
mini wheats.
frosted ones.
The frosted ones
Sure.
go hard, but the problem
I-
with frosted mini wheats, and I've brought this up before on the podcast on the episode with Lisette, is that once you put the milk in the bowl, you have to wait like a few minutes because at the start they're just too crunchy, right? It's just too much crunch, right?
Yeah.
But once they get in that nice little middle area, you only have like 10 minutes to finish the bowl off before it's just
Yeah.
too soggy to even consume.
And that's what I'm saying. If I gotta like cooking a steak is different. You know, you want to be precise with that. But if I gotta be precise with my breakfast, I just woke up fucking 15 minutes ago. I haven't even pissed yet.
You don't piss as soon as you wake up?
Yeah, that's the first thing I do.
You eat your cereal before you take a piss?
I eat my cereal while I piss.
Oh no.
I think this answers I think this leads into a bigger question. Like, if you're eating your cereal while you're pissing, do you stand up and piss? Because that shit, like, I don't know if
Spray.
yeah, that shit splashes sometimes, bro. You're gonna get some piss particles in your cereal bowl there.
No man, I got one hand on the bowl, one hand on the spoon, and one hand projecting. You know? I have 3 hands.
He has a butler just chilling. No.
Yeah.
I have Daniel do it for me all the time. I'll be eating cereal and hold the one aiming to the toilet. I pay him like $2 an hour.
You know what? That is awful. Because I mean, I don't know how long it takes you to piss, but generally that's like a 30-second
Sometimes
job.
you can take like 15 minutes, you know, like.
What the hell are you doing in there, man?
What are you drinking? Dude's just drinking 15 cans of soda a day.
That just
know,
goes
holy
right through me. You know, I drink the milk in the cereal bowl, and then it just comes right out of me the same second. You know, like.
As he's drinking, he's pissing constantly.
Yeah. It's just a constant stream. The instant something goes in his mouth, he just needs to head to the bathroom.
So, are you guys big coffee drinkers, or are you more of like tea drinkers? Because I know coffee goes through you pretty quick.
He's a big tea drinker.
I prefer tea over coffee,
Give me 1 second.
but like, you know, if oh, this is gonna be a sec.
Just keep going.
Okay.
But yeah, I prefer tea over coffee.
Yeah.
Especially on like days I'm gonna be singing.
Yeah. Especially, that's what I was thinking.
But like, you know, if I really need like a strong pick me up in the mornings, I'm probably gonna drink some coffee.
Mm-hmm. So, I like when it comes to coffee, I guess my biggest thing with coffee is it just doesn't like keep me energized enough, you know? Like if I need a good energy boost right in the morning, I know this isn't healthy for you at all, but I'll grab an energy drink, you know? And I'm gonna be honest, energy drinks, most of them taste like shit, you know?
Oh yeah. Me myself, I literally just scoop like 2 spoonfuls of sugar into my coffee.
Jesus Christ.
Because first thing in the morning, it's just a crap ton of sugar.
That's worse than the Lucky Charms milk, dude. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's that's like 10 times worse.
Oh yeah.
Man, like if I gotta go for an energy drink, we've been trying to get sponsored.
No.
I'll pull out a Zoa Energy, zero sugar, 160 milligrams of caffeine, natural.
I'm back. I just pissed. That's why I was gone for 15 minutes.
Jesus, man, you really got to work on that. Honestly, you
Yeah,
have something wrong with your bladder.
Yeah, that's like a doctor
Yeah.
visit, potentially.
You missed an entire conversation about potatoes.
I don't have a strong opinion on potatoes. I'm a fan. I'm a fan.
You're a fan of any type of potatoes?
Loaded, baked, mashed. They're all cool.
Fries?
Hell yeah.
What's your favorite potato chip flavor?
Depends.
Ooh,
My favorite potato chip flavor. I love sour cream and onion.
Yeah. That's mine. That's mine.
sour cream and onion.
It's a good one.
Dip it in French onion dip, and it's just mwah.
That's what I'm saying.
What are your guys' thoughts on salt and vinegar chips?
The thing, I hate salt and vinegar chips, but once I eat one, I can't stop eating them for some reason.
But
Oh,
once
no,
you
I
eat
haven't-
like, oh man, salt and vinegar chips, it's like a hole you just can't stop. You eat one
Yeah.
and you just keep eating them, and then
Yeah.
slowly your mouth is just destroyed.
Yeah. You just slowly lose hydration as you're eating it.
And you can't eat anything else because your mouth is just raw on the inside. That's me at least. I know. I'll get a bag of salt and vinegar Lay's potato chips, and I will just honestly, like, I'll eat the whole bag in one sitting. They're just
Honestly,
addicting
same, yeah.
for no reason.
Yeah. I don't know. I haven't really had them enough to, I guess, have an opinion.
Hmm. So, are you guys very like open about where you guys are based out of? I guess. Like, can we talk about the food in the area where you guys are at, or no?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Totally.
Okay. So, I guess I've been to Louisiana like a handful of times, right? But I've never had like some real like Louisiana food, I guess. The few times that I've been. What is like
If you haven't had some proper jambalaya or some proper gumbo, you ain't
Oh,
lived.
yeah. Home cooked gumbo is where it's at.
That's what I'm saying.
Is a shrimp po' boy considered southern?
I don't think that's
A
really
what?
considered anything.
Shrimp
I don't
po'
really know
boy?
what
It's
shrimp po' boys are
it's a
considered.
shrimp sandwich.
Yeah, I don't think that's native to any place.
Oh no. I'm making a fool of myself.
Josh knows nothing about Southern food. He lives
I
in
lived
one of
in
the most northern
Florida.
states
I lived in
possible.
Florida.
Yeah, but for how long?
2 years.
Co-hosts of the Texasized podcast don't even live in Texas.
So I guess we should funny thing about the name of the Texasized podcast. The only reason we named it the Texasized podcast because we used to have 4 hosts. It was me, Josh, Oscar, and then Tyler. And I'm the only one that lives in Texas. But Tyler came to Texas for like a week, and he was just everything he would eat here. He was getting it large, which in Texas, a lot of the places call it Texasized.
Oh, yeah.
So it was
bigger
like
in Texas.
straight up. It is, bro. He got a quad burger at Dairy Queen.
That was the belt
4
buster,
patties.
right?
No, the Belt Buster is 2.
Oh.
Yeah, they have the Hunger Buster, the Belt Buster, the Triple Buster, and the Quad Buster.
Okay.
And the Quad Buster is a pound of meat, and then everything else that comes on the burger as well.
That sounds heavenly. God damn.
Hell yeah.
I watched this man eat the entire thing, bro, in front of me.
That'll be me. I'm for real.
I watched him, and I was just in awe. because like I struggle eating like the 2-patty burger, right? The belt buster. That's like enough for me, you know? And this man pulls up to Texas and eats an entire 4-patty burger. About the same pace that it takes me to eat a 2-patty burger.
Jesus.
And then he
And I'm
clogged your
just like-
toilet.
He did. He clogged my toilet like twice or 3 times while he was here. I just like I don't know like what was I even supposed to say to him at that point? Like I get it, you know, based on what he just ate, but still, like, come on, dude. Chill out a little bit on the toilet. Give it a little double flush if you need to, you know?
That's worse than me somehow, man. Like come on.
But yeah, I was just kind of in awe. But shit, he loved it while he was here. He came back another time. He's been here twice. And it's been a lot of fun both times he's been here.
I've never been there, so I mean,
Yeah, you need to make the trip already, man. We need to do some in-person
Really?
episodes.
You never been to Texas?
nope. I
Man,
mean,
you're the only one in this call.
I went to Texas like once, and it was with my brother, and like I did not like the interstate.
Oh yeah, some of the highways here are kind of crazy.
That was the most anxiety-inducing drive I've ever been on.
Is that the fucking 6-lane Houston?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
So the problem with Texas drivers that I'm sure you realized very quick is that a lot of them don't know what a blinker is used for, so they just don't use it.
Apparently, some of them don't know what a stoplight is used for either, because like
Yes.
both time, like my mom's gotten in a wreck with a couple Texans.
The worst part is how adamant they are that it wasn't their fault.
Yeah.
Even if they ran
Even
the
when it fucking
stoplight.
clearly is. Yeah.
Yeah. They will swear that it is not their fault. Which is just crazy to me. Because it's like, you either just ran a stoplight or a stop sign and hit someone, and you're still saying that it's not your fault. It happened just the other day, and like where I live, there was a wreck at one of the lights when I was going home from work. And these guys were like yelling at each other. And one of them ran the stoplight and hit the other guy. Straight up T-boned him. But no, they just don't give a shit, I guess. Like, I don't know what the hell the problem is with Texas drivers.
Our friend Matthew, around actually a few days right before Christmas, got into like a bad wreck on his way to work. He lives at the he works at like the aquarium, I think, like
Yeah, he works at
off the giant highway.
he works at the aquarium in Houston.
And yeah, he got into like a really bad wreck. He's okay, but his whole body was really sore. But it was clearly like the other people's fault. And then when they finally got out the car, it was just like 2 white bitches, and they were like, "Sorry, I'm like a Capricorn. Didn't mean to."
oh no. That's bad in astrology.
I'm sorry, I'm a Capricorn. That'll totally excuse the wreck.
And like one of them was drunk and like had no idea what the fuck was going on.
Dude, drunk driving in Texas is bad, bro.
Really?
Yes.
Like worse than other places?
Yeah, I don't know if it's worse than other places, right? I don't know what it's like in other places. But I just know, like, I'll be driving down the highway, and you can just tell when someone is driving and they're just under the influence. Like, they'll be swerving between lanes and stuff, and they can't stay in their own lane. And it's like, dude, like, just stop somewhere. Like, seriously, take a nap or something.
Yeah.
We got every Whataburger is 24 hours, bro. You can park in their parking lot, get a burger, eat some food, drink some water, take a nap. You'll be good to go in like an hour or two. Like, I promise you don't need to be home at 4 a.m. You're already late, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Just take a fucking chill pill. Don't put others in danger.
That's my biggest thing. It's like, if you weren't putting other people in danger, then it would be like, okay, like, it's still not okay, but at least you're the only person that you're putting at risk, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's once like you start putting other people's lives in the mix that it's kind of like you need to chill
you
out.
should stop.
Yeah, maybe you should.
I wanted to do this. I announced it last episode, but I was gonna say, do you feel comfortable doing a word association, Austin and Daniel?
Oh yeah.
Like I say a word and you say the first word that comes to mind.
Oh, this will be interesting.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'll do each of you. So I'll start with Austin.
Okay.
Oh God, why me?
Here we go.
All right, you know
No,
what?
it's
Fine.
nothing
Yeah.
too big.
Okay.
It's nothing too big.
I swear to God, if you read the word like homeostasis or some shit.
No, it's not that bad.
Dormant.
Dog,
Cat.
cat,
Peacock.
music,
Art.
school,
Hate.
life,
Hate.
friends,
Love.
this podcast,
Texasized.
Texas,
Texas.
D's,
Wait, what?
D's,
Candace?
okay, and Daniel,
Okay.
lung,
Heart.
pet,
Dog.
friends,
Gay.
music,
Soul.
school,
Die.
life,
Boring.
Louisiana,
Homes. Home sweet home.
this podcast,
Texas.
Moeen.
Perdóname.
Okay. I made that up while we were talking, but I hope it's good enough. I had to do it this episode. I said I would, so I did. So
I'm glad we were the victims of this word association.
Yeah.
I didn't get
You
too deep
guys-
with it.
You guys both mentioned going to Texas. Both of you have been to Texas. Like,
yeah.
what parts of Texas did you guys visit while you were here?
I mainly went to. I was mainly in Houston.
I
No.
think I've gone a few different times. So I think I've been like all over the border and a little bit past it, but I couldn't tell you where.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I was also kind of young some of those times, and recently or like in more recent years, I like can't remember, I guess. But
There's got one funny story out of Houston.
so
Going to the aquarium and not realizing Matt worked there.
but yeah, him and our friend Matthew like stared each other right in the face multiple times. They were like 5 feet apart, and they just didn't think to say hi to each other.
Like I just thought I just thought some employee was just staring at me being a creep. I tell them that I went to the aquarium later. All of a sudden, Matt's like, "Wait, I think I saw you at the aquarium." I was like, "Huh?"
How do you not recognize your own friend at the aquarium?
I know.
I don't even know.
Well, if you're not expecting it, you know.
Matt's reason for not saying anything was like, I thought it was you, but I didn't want to be wrong, and I was like, okay.
I've never been. I've like drove through Houston, obviously, but I've never like stayed there for a prolonged period of time. I know it's a very busy city though.
Yeah, it's busy.
Like Houston, Texas has a lot of busy cities, honestly. You got Houston, you got Austin, you got Dallas, San Antonio. Those are like the big four.
Isn't there like a big one
Yeah.
that's like on the shoreline or something? On
The
east-
shoreline.
Yeah. I can't
Uh,
remember.
Galveston and Corpus are like next to the
Uh,
Gulf.
Is probably thinking about Galveston.
Yeah.
Yeah.
probably.
And then you got Texarkana.
Texarkana.
That place is just weird. I'm gonna be honest. Like, you can't think of a name for a city.
It really is like because we're in Louisiana, you know, you think you're in Shreveport and then fucking Texarkana, like
Yeah. Texas,
that's,
I don't know, man. It's a huge state. So many people, and they just are so concentrated in just like a few cities for the most part.
yeah.
It's the same thing with California, though, honestly. Like, California has the same problem. They got LA, Sacramento, San Francisco. That's like their
Every
big
state has
three.
their busy cities.
Yeah, we in Louisiana, all we have is New Orleans, Baton Rouge, and Lafayette, and then we have like a little smaller cities.
Like
Wait, Shreveport. But then we have a little smaller cities like Lafayette, Monroe, Ruston, Lake Charles, but like
Opelousas.
Opelousas. But like honestly, it's it's just fucking barren. Honestly, there's nothing.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Get to central Louisiana, there's nothing here.
And go a little southbound. There's still it's just
Yeah.
it's boring and depressing. It's like everything's fucking gray. There's no color in this town, and there's like a different murder every day. Like
Just
murders actually. It's just
just don't go to the theaters here.
yeah.
Oh,
It's just
no.
it's just a sad and desolate place, really.
Is it foggy usually?
Sure feels like it.
Yeah.
Um, you know, I mean, you know how people fucking describe Seattle? It's like always rainy and it's always like a gloomy sky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
I would say that for here, but this past summer has been absolute hell because it's been so hot.
yeah, like even when it's like as sunny as fucking possible, it only feels dry, I guess.
Yeah.
Or like dull, I guess.
You guys
And
got
it's
that
very-
dry heat.
Yeah, it's very weird to say it feels dry when you're in Louisiana, but yeah.
Yeah, I guess dry as in like the vibe of the place, you know, it's just
Oh yeah.
boring. That's all I can really say.
Boring, bland.
I mean, in this town, what do we got? We got an arcade, we got bowling, we got the movie theater, and we got skating. Those are the only 4 things to do.
Yeah.
How close
Unless
are you
you wanna
guys
go,
to
like-
New Orleans? New Orleans is big on music, right?
Yeah.
Very big. On
We're
music.
like, I don't know, like.
I'm like 4 hours away. You're like 3.
Yeah.
Wait, no, wait. Is New Orleans closer or is Baton Rouge closer? I can't remember which one's closer. Baton Rouge is either 4 hours away or 2 hours away, and then New Orleans is either 2 hours away or 4 hours away. But
I think Baton Rouge is closer.
okay, yeah. So New Orleans is 4 hours away then.
Yeah.
I don't know what the scene is like in Baton Rouge for music. Are they big on music too?
I think
Uh,
Baton Rouge is more industry.
Yeah, it's more industry, but they're bigger on music than, I mean, Central Louisiana. But that's just because they're a bigger
Yeah.
area.
New Orleans is bigger on music though. Like you walk the streets, there is
Music
local-
everywhere.
Yeah, there's music everywhere. There
Rockin'
is
bands.
Yeah. We were
It's like
sitting at the Cafe du Monde in New Orleans, and like there was a dude singing country music outside of the Cafe du Monde.
Oh, there was when I went to New Orleans, there was a guy in a Darth Vader suit outside of the mall, or yeah, outside of like a hotel next to the mall, right? And they this guy just had a little stereo and he was playing nothing but Def Leppard music, and he was just doing like interpretive dance in his Darth Vader costume.
How the hell do you do interpretive dance to Def Leppard?
You know, like the fist in the air and like come down and all dramatic, you know, like
Oh, like the ending to Napoleon Dynamite type of thing.
yeah, exactly like that. And the fucking air thrust dance, yeah.
With the leather
Um,
gloves on. Oh,
Yes.
That would get
Yeah, like-
very hot in a Darth Vader suit. Very
I
quick.
bet you he fucking regretted that, but I mean he got tips and shit, so making a living, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's like a different like if you go to like on a vacation to New Orleans or something, you will see a different like marching band every single day. Even multiples on the same day. Like people even hire just local bands to like
Yeah.
they'll like walk down Bourbon Street or something, like a bride and groom, and they'll have the band in front of them. Like that happens very often.
New Orleans seems like the Nashville of Louisiana.
That's exactly what
Oh,
it
yeah.
is. Or like the Chicago of Louisiana also. Or any big like jazz area, I
Oh,
guess, because jazz and blues is what really blew up.
Yeah.
Like Louis Armstrong.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, they have a lot of art museums down there, and it's some of the coolest shit you'll ever see. Too bad it gets fucking flooded and destroyed every 10 years.
Actually, one of my cousin's uncles owns an art gallery down in New Orleans.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah. We went to go visit it. It was nice.
If Glassdoors gets popular, I'll donate my first guitar pick to that museum.
New Orleans is just in a weird spot, right? They're like
Oh,
below
yeah.
sea level. So it's
Oh
like,
yeah.
They're like in a little bowl.
Yeah.
yeah. I feel like at that point, right? Obviously, it's a big city, so it's hard for them to like just pick up and move. But it's like after a certain point, you have to think like,
Why do we live here?
This shit keeps
yeah,
happening like almost yearly. Like,
especially like it's happening more often than not at this point.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's the same thing with some cities in like Florida and stuff too.
yeah. Driving,
Didn't
I drove
Kentucky?
through. Oh, sorry. I drove through
Oh no, no, it was.
Louis, Louisiana. Okay, I drove through
There we go.
Louisiana,
There we go.
and all I saw were in New Orleans. I saw a bunch of battleships docked at port for some reason.
Yeah, they have a.
I think it was
Daniel,
like a
can you
museum.
explain that?
Which one?
The
The
ships down by the Gulf and shit. Pretty sure that's yeah, I think it is a museum, like
I think it
war
is a
history
museum.
and shit.
Yeah.
If I'm not
They have the
mistaken.
same thing. They have the same thing in like Corpus or Galveston. I don't remember which one it is. They have the same
I think-
thing. They got just warships
I think Arlen,
lined up.
Texas also has a lot of that shit, right? Because the
Yeah.
Alamo.
There is a veteran museum down in Baton Rouge for the USS Kidd.
That might be it.
Oh yeah, it might
I'm
have
running to
been
the
Baton
bathroom real quick.
Rouge. So your album's releasing tomorrow at 12 Central Time.
Yes.
So that's like we said earlier, like
Yeah.
it could get pushed back, but that's as much as we can say right now is that
Yeah.
we confidently say that it will most likely at that time.
Have you ever heard of, or do you have any knowledge of Wyoming?
Not really.
Besides where it's located on the map, not really.
Yeah. Every time I bring it up on this podcast, everybody's like, that doesn't exist.
Oh, the meme, yeah.
That's where I live. And
At least you don't live in Ohio.
yeah, or Idaho.
Is that Wyoming's state motto? At least we're not Ohio.
It's actually, I think it's the Lone Star. No, it's the Cowboy State. Texas is the Lone Star State.
Yeah, Texas is Lone Star.
Wyoming has a once a year worldwide biggest rodeo called Frontier Days, and that's the only thing that it has going for it. Literally
That's Wyoming.
Nothing else happens. You got mini golf and bowling.
More than Kansas has going for it.
Hey, I mean that shit still sounds fun. Imagine going to the rodeo. Imagine going to the rodeo and then you just go fucking mini golfing or bowling afterwards. I mean that sounds like a date night.
Parents passing through Kansas. The main attraction in Kansas was the biggest ball of twine.
Oh yeah, that shit.
Kansas is it's pretty barren.
Yeah, you get to the Midwestern states, it's kind of just like nothing.
despite Kansas having nothing, it is Wyoming is still the least populated state in America.
Really?
Yeah.
Alaska has
like,
more
even
people
over Rhode
than
Island?
Wyoming.
It's like
Yes.
it's like right in the middle of the Rockies.
I guess that makes sense, but like Rhode Island, even over Rhode Island or Hawaii?
Yes. It's like no one wants to live in Wyoming, dude. Like you would think maybe it's like Alaska or something because Alaska is like far away.
Oh, yeah.
No. Alaska even has more people than this state, bro.
God, just insult this man's whole state. Like imagine you're being like passive aggressive. Like, man, only fucking losers live in Wyoming. Hint, hint. Like,
It's no, it's fine. I
at
can
least
make fun of
Kansas has a ball
Wyoming.
of twine. What does Wyoming have? A rodeo and mini golf?
And they
I
have
mean,
a
that is
national
more
park
than
that they
Kansas.
share with Montana.
Oh yeah, y'all got Yellowstone.
But like
Wait, really? Y'all have Yellowstone? Well, that
Yeah.
immediately put y'all back up on the map.
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah, I don't think it's really I don't think it's mostly in Wyoming. I think it's like it's shared by a few states.
yeah.
Well then, Jesus,
But
Wyoming's just getting the short end of the stick, no matter which way you look at it.
Wyoming had a city that had a population of 1. And now it has it's no one lives there anymore. He left.
Hey, well, I mean, if Glass Doors went there, we'd immediately be the most popular band in the area.
That is true.
That's
You
good
guys
for your
wanna move
resume.
to Wyoming? That's the real question, though. Are you willing to move to Wyoming? The answer is no.
Look, man,
I
I'm
don't
trying to give
like-
Wyoming the
I don't
benefit
like
of the
the
doubt,
hate
but no, I wouldn't
that's
move there.
I lived there for 5 years. And leaving was probably the best thing I've ever done in my life.
Leaving was
The best
just
thing you did in Wyoming was leave.
leaving Wyoming was
Exactly.
just a
Any
godsend.
place is infinitely better, you're saying?
Yes. Like, I'm surprised you went to Florida for 2 years and then decided, where should we go next? Back to Wyoming.
Well, we've reached the hour mark, AJ, so
That's fine.
do you have any more questions?
Any more evidence from my Instagram story that you want to dig up?
Oh man, let me think real quick. What do you got posted on there right now?
Probably some
We can
shitty
pull up.
memes.
You post a lot about like people with check marks liking your story, man. You got eyes on you.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I don't know how that shit happens. I think it's got to be a glitch in the system, right?
Yeah, totally.
You don't think you guys are popping? You don't think you guys got eyes on you?
I mean, that would be pretty cool if we did, but I don't know, maybe it's just my like inability to accept good things happening to me. But, like, I don't know, it really does seem more like a glitch than anything. But I do think it's weird, especially the fucking guitarist for Alice Cooper. Fucking likes all the worst meme. I posted a meme about this guy pointing at his bulge the other day, and Alice Cooper's guitarist liked that.
Alice Cooper's guitarist like that? Oh my god.
Fucking Ryan Roxy. Which, by the way, before we hopped on this call, the guitarist for Motley Crue followed me on Twitter, and then
Ooh.
during this podcast, I get a fucking Twitter DM from Mick Mars. Hello, dear fan. Hope you're doing okay and staying safe wherever you are. But it's wherever you're.
Oh,
Thank you for liking and following my page. Where are you from? So
I feel like that
definitely sounds like a real human being behind that account.
totally, yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Why would Mick Mars randomly be texting you, "Hey, where are you from?"
You ever seen that meme that's like, "Hey, it's Machine Gun Kelly from rock music. I need $500." Okay, going back to Machine Gun Kelly from earlier, I do want to say Travis Barker, like his drummer, I love them. I know Blink-182, like it's a lot of shit in the community because the fucking "Where are you?" that guy, you know.
Yeah.
Where are you?
But
What about
Travis
all the
Barker's
small
honestly one of the
things?
best.
All the small
Yeah.
things. It's not a good song. I mean, it's
I
alright.
like. Yeah, I like some of their stuff, but like Travis Barker is honestly one of the best drummers like of our time.
But like
really
he
is.
like advertises Machine Gun Kelly like so much.
Yeah, that's the only thing I don't. I think he's trying to like bring back pop punk, and so he's just desperate to find anyone who's like
Trying to bring it back.
anyone who can play guitar. He wants to hop on their drum. He wants to hop on their track playing drums and shit.
He I know he helped Machine Gun Kelly with his album. He also helped Trippie Redd when Trippie Redd did a rock album as well. He did
Yeah,
that with Trippie Redd. He's really good though. I do like the Trippie Redd album. I think that one's really good.
Yeah, he's Travis Barker's phenomenal, but like he's making himself into a joke by just hopping on every track, you know, like you go
Yeah,
to Spotify and type on featuring Travis Barker and the list just goes on for fucking ever, I swear to God.
but you know what? He's getting his name out there more.
Oh yeah.
I mean he already had his name out there though, you know. I guess it's
Yeah.
helping out like newer generations of people, which honestly like I fucking respect that. You know, if Travis Barker hits us up one day and wants to fucking play drums for us, ain't no way I'm saying no.
That'd be sick.
That's what I'm saying. But
I think what is it? Like I was thinking, who is it that Travis Barker is dating? It's one of the fucking
one of the Kardashians.
Yeah, it's one of them.
Is it fucking Kourtney Kardashian? I think it is. No, it's not Kourtney. It's
Yeah, it's Courtney.
Wait, then who the fuck is Pete Davidson with?
He's with Kim.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, he's with
because Kanye keeps like
Kanye keeps dissing him.
yeah, sending him like threats and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, in his music, he has a music video where he's fucking killing Pete Davidson.
Wait, what?
Yeah, that's
I didn't know about that.
that's
Holy
Kanye
shit.
West for you.
He has an animated music video where he's like holding Pete Davidson's head or some shit and like burying his body.
I mean, that's pretty punk. That's pretty metal. You know what can I say? I can't even keep.
Is it punk or is it metal?
I can't keep composure trying to justify that. That's fucking wacky and wild, man.
He has a line in one of his songs. He says, "I'll have 100 goons pull up to SNL."
That's so fucking stupid, man.
It's kind of crazy though, man. Like Pete just rolled in out of nowhere,
Yeah.
turned into Mr. Steal Your Girl.
I mean, Travis kind of did that with Courtney. I mean, he didn't really steal her from anyone, but I mean, he just kind of popped out of nowhere, posting pictures of him licking her feet on Instagram and shit.
Yeah. One of the weirdest fucking celebrity couples, though. Moving back to Machine Gun Kelly.
Oh yeah.
That shit's just weird. It makes no sense.
Babe.
It makes no sense to me.
No.
How much do you think like Machine Gun Kelly's mom pays Megan Fox per hour to like spend time with him?
You know what makes no sense to me as well? He started dating her while he was with what's her name? He was okay, so the first music video Megan Fox was in of his, he went to someplace, it was some island, and he brought the current girl he was seeing. She's also famous on Instagram. Something Ray.
Oh, Addison Rae.
No,
Yeah.
not Addison Ray.
Man, I don't know anyone else with the last name Ray. That's just a fake last name.
Summer Rae.
Changed my mind.
Summer Rae.
Sounds
Oh, that bitch. Yeah.
He was with her. Machine Gun Kelly was. And he brought her out to this island because he was like recording a music video out there. And instead of having her in the video, he had Megan Fox in the video and then started dating Megan Fox.
Man, this motherfucker just jumps to different women.
Just jump ship. It's like, nah.
Well, she's there.
Yes, while she was there, she was in the hotel room they were staying at.
Man, that's just fucking.
It's fucked up.
I mean, no, I'm not. I was about to make a joke and try to justify it, but I can't. Like,
There's no
yeah,
justifying
it's
that.
fucked up.
Like, I guess, right? Megan Fox, bro. Like, she's crazy, bro. Like, the first time I ever saw her was in Transformers. And that was a kid's movie, bro. Like, I'm
Yeah.
thinking back on that movie now on the scenes she's in, bro.
I know, right?
Like, that movie was for kids, bro. Holy shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
I guess they had to get the dads to take their kids somehow, right? Like, that's the only way I can think of that shit being justifiable in a kid's
mean,
movie.
I certainly wouldn't want to sit through a kid's movie.
Yeah. But, yeah, Shia LaBeouf was in that movie. Shia
Wait,
LaBeouf
for
kind
real?
of. Yeah, Shia
Oh,
LaBeouf
yeah,
was
he
in the
was the
Transformers
main
movies.
character.
The first, like,
He was the
3,
main
and then they got rid of him and put that other guy in it.
Yeah.
That motherfucker is clowning, bro.
You didn't know Shia LaBeouf was in those movies?
Nope, I did not.
Dang.
Motherfucker is clowning.
Well, you know what? We
Wasn't he
do have
like
a
the main
question.
focus of the first few movies?
He was literally the main character in the first 3
Yeah.
movies.
I've never watched any of them, man, but like, out of all people who would have done that, I would not have thought he would have been the main character.
He was pretty good in them, too. I'm not going to lie. But he kind of went off the deep end.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
a question we have been asking all of our guests, and by all of them, I mean just Lisette. Do you guys have any like dreams that you've had like while you're sleeping that have just kind of stuck with you over the years, like a repeating dream maybe that you've had?
That's a very good question, and like, because I'm super into shit like that, and
Yeah.
I want to tell you 100% yes, I have, and like I have quite a few, but I can't like pinpoint any of them now that I'm on the spot.
I'm just remembering a weird dream I had the other night.
Like what?
Kim Jong-un kidnapped me.
Well,
Why?
yeah.
I don't know why.
What crime did you commit on Korean soil?
Kim Jong-un kidnapping me and taking me to Korea.
I remember I had this one dream. I haven't tweeted about this, but like, I like killed a Chinese emperor, and I was like burying his like ashes, I guess, but like something happened, and like his ashes flew in my mouth, and then I woke up and I couldn't get the taste of ash out of my mouth for like hours.
Oh.
Do you like have an ashtray next to your bed or some shit? What the
You're
hell?
just
I do
chewing on
not. I do not. No, but I mean, I have had some wacky dreams. Like the morning that my grandma died, uh, be like hours before she died, I actually had a dream, like about her, and like I saw her like when she was like a child, and like when she was middle aged, and then when I knew her when she was like elderly.
Mhm.
And so it's fucking wacky that hours after having that dream, she would be pronounced dead.
That is kind of
Um,
crazy. Almost like
yeah.
she was like seeing you for the last time.
Exactly. Like I don't know, man. It's just fucking. It's wacky. And I mean, I've had that with a dog in the past. Actually, we gave him away, so I never knew like when he died. But then I hadn't even thought about him for a long ass time, and then like I had a little dream about him. We were like in this like pink, like ethereal, like cloud
Yeah.
sky, and like yeah, I was just there with him, like vibing out and shit, and like I never really thought about that. But what if that was the day he died? That would be kind of wacky.
Yeah.
I haven't thought about him since or anything. So
Dreams are very weird. They have a weird way of like like sometimes they just mean nothing, but sometimes it seems like they mean everything, you know?
Exactly. I had a fucking dream last night. Me and my best friend Laura, in our English lit class, we would always make fun of the professor and like what he was wearing, because he would show up wearing Doc Marten boots and like a Gucci belt,
Oh,
and then a fucking button up. And this man's like 60 something. But by the way, he's
Guys,
cool as
just-
shit. He's cool as shit. But like, yeah, we would always be rating his fit every single day. And I had a dream last night that he was rating my fit, and he just looked at me and he said mid, and then he walked away.
Oh, no.
And like that dream don't mean shit, man. Like,
yeah. Then maybe every time you guys rated his fit, he wanted to rate yours, you know?
oh yeah.
And he just never thought you had anything good on, bro. He was sitting there with his Gucci belt, like,
Making fun of me with my $1 belt from Goodwill. Oh man. Something actually funny about because I was mentioning my best friend Laura. I don't know how, but she like translated her name, or like she found like the etymology of her name, and it meant Victory the Carpenter. Like her first name was Victory, her last name was the Carpenter. And I thought that was pretty cool. So that's actually the name of one of our songs. It's like 2 songs in one, and it's like Victory / the Carpenter.
Oh.
oh, okay.
It has nothing to do with her, by the way. I just thought it was a cool name.
That is a pretty cool ass name.
But
It's 3 songs on it, right?
yes,
What are the names of all the songs, if you guys don't mind giving out the track list?
yeah, track list. The first song is Relapse. That's my personal favorite. It's probably the only one that I'm lyrically really proud of. The next one is Unto Me. I guess it might be like the catchiest or the grooviest
Yeah.
out of the 3, but it's everyone kind of like, I don't know. I guess I'm just like biased against it. I hate the lyrics to it, but it's really groovy. It has a good rhythm to it, so that's cool. And then everyone's personal favorite is Victory the Carpenter, which is the last of the 3.
Yeah.
That one, I think that was Chad, our producer's favorite lyrically.
Oh, yeah.
Which once again, I hated that one lyrically, but he really liked it, so that's pretty cool.
I just wish I hadn't forgotten my pick on the day of recording.
Oh, yeah.
I was supposed to be playing Unto Me with a pick, and I just forgot my pick, so it was a pain in the ass.
Damn.
They didn't have picks there? Or like, do you have like a specific preference for hard or soft picks, or?
Yeah, for bass picks you have to have like a pretty thick pick, unless you want it to like break while you're playing.
And don't you use like fucking 1.5?
Yeah, I use 1.2s.
Oh. Yeah, he uses like some industrial grade fucking heavy ass shit. He's got a fucking screwdriver that he just picks the strings with.
Totally, yeah. I'm just playing with a freaking quarter.
Didn't Paul McCartney do that with a penny?
I don't remember.
I think Paul McCartney on one of their tracks like lost his pick, and so he grabbed a penny out of his pocket and like fucking.
Yeah, and Brian May actually played with a 2-pence.
Oh wow, that's cool.
That's badass.
Yeah.
I have a pick in my room. I don't play any instruments, but I just have one because my friend gave it to me. But it's 0.7 millimeters. I don't know. It's very thin.
I use 0.7s for my electric guitar. Yeah.
I can bend it very easily. It looks badass though. It's like a jade.
Looking. Yeah, I think. What color is it?
Green. It
Okay,
says classic 0.7, and then it says D'Addario on the back.
Oh, you got some D'Addario 7 picks. Yeah, the D'Addario ones are really thin. They break super easily.
That's probably why he gave it to me.
Damn. Trying to pawn off the shit they don't want. Here's this dead carcass of a raccoon outside my house. You want it? I don't.
I'll cherish it forever.
hang it on your wall, or no, put it
Shit,
on your
may as well.
mantle. That's a talking piece, you know, when you have company over.
Yeah, my friend just gave it to me for some reason.
So you guys, I guess, how long did you guys kind of spend preparing this EP and everything, right? The songs on it.
I think Relapse had been written exactly 1 year before. We plan to record these songs. I
I
think
think so.
Victory the Carpenter was written probably a few months later, so like I want to say August, but I can't be certain.
Yeah, I don't really know.
Unto Me was written at the beginning of this year,
Yeah.
which is kind of weird because we want to release some of our like favorite songs like way later in the future when we have like more people who know about us, and so it's kind of weird to think that all the songs that we're more recently writing we're releasing, and all the ones that we wrote like
First are the ones we're releasing later.
yeah, like over a year ago or so, like are ones that we want to release later. It's a weird thing that we got going, but
Yeah.
actually, we wrote an entire song right before we hopped on call today. That's why we had to delay the call time by like 5 minutes because we wanted to like record it so we could remember it.
Yeah.
But yeah, we wrote a whole ass song right before we got on call.
Oh,
That's actually badass.
I know. That was hard.
Really? Maybe it's just because I'm like a self-induced asshole that I thought it was.
No, it's just me.
masochist.
Like,
I'm not a masochist. I just like to see how much I can take. I'm kidding. I'm not either. I'm
okay, Markiplier.
no, but like I write so fucking much. I started keeping a track of like how much I write a year, and I think I wrote around 80 songs in 2021 in total.
Damn. So y'all
And then I
got
write.
a pretty big vault.
Well, like how many of those do we save? How many of those do we just
Throw out.
toss away? I think we saved. Fuck, how many did we save? I think like 25 or something.
I think so.
Which is still like a phenomenal amount. I think this year I've written. We might be going on to 30,
Yeah.
but I think we're saving like around 10, 12 of them so
With the
far.
amount of songs we've written, we're set for like a few years.
Yeah, and then we keep writing like today we even wrote one, and like I keep pulling out like old songs that we never finished that I want to
Yeah.
finish and see like if they're good enough to like make it in the future, you know.
On the off chance that I actually write something, it always ends up being overly depressing.
Yeah, that's a big thing we do. We actually used to write like when we were like 14 and 15, we used to write like really like emotionally heavy shit, and we tried to like be something we weren't. We tried to be like very
like
every song had to be it had to sound this way, and it had to be like this particular, every lyric had to be so like soul crushing, and then
yeah.
and so we kind of threw all those songs away when we came up with the idea with the Glass Doors, and we just wrote like a whole bunch of fun feel good songs, and like
Every now and then we have some heavy ones.
yeah, and I think it's more effective that way too, because like we'll even have some heavy topics that we like kind of make light or sound light in some like
Yeah.
fun songs, you know, but like when we get serious, we really get serious, and so like it gets your attention back in, I guess, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. Those sort of like songs that have like heavy lyrics but have the nice like feel good behind it, like
Yeah.
with the guitar and everything. Those are some of the biggest songs because you can really listen to them with whatever mood you're in.
Yeah.
Hey
You know, if you're in a good mood,
Hey
you
Ya
can
by
listen.
Outkast is like a good example of that.
I mean, because we
I'm-
do have some songs that like sound like, I wouldn't say happy, but they're definitely more upbeat songs, and they could be like on some of the heaviest topics, but we just didn't like want to make it like in your face depressing. And then we have some that are in your face depressing, and I guess those like just catch your attention more. Like definitely these three songs that we are planning on releasing are definitely more
Yeah, they're more like in your face.
yeah, with I guess the beating and
Although
shit.
Unto Me is more upbeat than the others.
Yeah, I guess that one's still kind of like in your face lyrically, but I'm not big on the lyrics for it, but it's definitely more serious. You can definitely tell.
Yeah, and I understand how like if I were making music, I would only release it when I'm comfortable fully with what I'm putting out.
Absolutely. That's
Oh,
why
yeah.
that's why we spent like a good bit of time on these songs. We spent 3 days recording them, and then we've gone back 2 or 3 times to finalize everything, and hopefully it's gonna get released tomorrow.
I know one of the biggest artists, just in general, not rock.
Mhm.
Hello?
Okay. All right, my shit connected for a second.
Oh.
One of the biggest artists like of this generation and like rap, did that same kind of thing where it was like, really like emotional lyrics, but over like a real upbeat beat. Juice World is who I'm talking about,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
and his music is just good for like any, like if you're feeling like if you're in a good mood, you can still listen to some of his like saddest songs because just the beat
Yeah.
will carry.
Yeah.
And if you're like in a bad mood, you can listen to it, and the lyrics are like deep as hell, you know.
Mhm.
I think that's what helps connect with so many people is just being able to listen to it no matter what mood you're in. But it's also like sometimes if you're making a really deep song, you want people to listen to that, to listen to the lyrics more, you know, and kind of understand what you were going through when you wrote that and recorded that song.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Some of our deepest songs are very boring musically, but they're very open vocally, and then sometimes you get like a switch, and then sometimes if it's a feel good song, it's very technical musically or just more like emotional musically, and the lyrics aren't as, I guess, serious, you know. But yeah, I mean, I know I've portrayed myself as mostly a rock guy, and that is mostly what I am. Like I love Pink Floyd and all of that type shit. But yeah, I go from listening to like Billie Eilish and Post Malone, Lil Nas, and Jack Harlow to like fucking uh, Children of Bodom, Dying Fetus. Like I go from one extreme to the other, basically.
Yeah.
I can go from rap to like death metal.
Yeah, I go from Slipknot straight to Hallelujah.
Uh, so if you were, are any of the songs that you're releasing on your EP, do they any of them have a switch in it where it goes like from upbeat to a bit slower or slower to a bit more upbeat, you know?
I would say not just these three songs, but pretty much every song we've ever written
Oh,
Cuz
yeah.
has a
yeah, I like I enjoy those the when like when people switch from upbeat to slow. That's my that's my preference.
um I mean, one thing we like to do, and this is a good thing to for all like good songwriters or just writers in general, is to like fuck with the tension. So basically, like, say you come out guns blazing, like in your face music, and then you want to draw it back, and then set up people's expectations to think it's gonna come back, and then it doesn't. Like you delay when it comes back, and then it comes back, and so it hits harder, you know, something like that.
Yeah.
And these songs, I do it a lot, and like everything I write, I do that specific thing. But I guess what I guess a good I guess what you're more talking about is like something that like is like, say it's completely slow for the whole song and then it just kicks in, gets fast, or like it's really upbeat and fast for like the whole song and then it just uh mellows out and stays mellow. Is that kind of what you mean?
Yeah, and also like what you said, when artists mess with the tension of the song as it goes on, um I I I find that really like a cool idea.
Yeah. It's definitely because there are so many songs that are just like so stagnant in motion the entire way through and they just get kind of boring because they're not like 'cause you're expecting there to be a change and then nothing happens. That shit does bug me. But I guess there aren't too many songs like that, or I guess I just don't listen to songs that are like that. But out of these 3 songs, there's definitely not a dramatic change like that. We do have some in the works to go on maybe future EPs that are maybe say they start off acoustically and then electric guitars come in and drums come in and it gets heavier. We definitely have some like that planned for the future.
Well,
Or in the reverse, like it's heavy movement the whole time, and then it draws back and gets more emotional, I
yeah.
guess. We have some like that, but not on this record. But yeah, we do have some that we plan to put out.
Well,
Can't really say when. You never know with these things, But yeah,
Yeah. It's releasing music is a lot. It's very difficult to get through.
I mean, this is our like birthing into releasing music,
Yeah.
and I mean, I guess there's so many things that could have gone wrong, and we just like. It kind of feels like it was a breeze for us, but at the same time, when we kind of really think about the overall picture, it really wasn't.
Yeah.
I guess.
yeah.
But
How are we doing on time, Josh?
1 hour 30. So,
Okay.
do
We
you have
are.
any more
I know you
questions?
guys. I don't. I know you guys are a little pressed on time because you guys had till like 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess the last question I have is, what do you guys think? Think this was a good experience?
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
absolutely, man. This was
Yeah.
really fun. It's so like hate to sound like an asshole, but it is really cool to get to talk about your shit like this, and then not only that, just to hang out like when we were talking about milk and shit. I don't know, like
Yeah.
who thought we could have made that an interesting conversation, but we did it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's
Like,
I mean, when you're releasing music, you kind of have to brag about yourself and talk about yourself because, a lot of it is having people understand you and where your mind was when you wrote a lot of it.
Yeah.
And as long as you can portray that in the music and off the music, it makes it a lot easier for people to connect with you.
absolutely.
But I appreciate you guys coming on the episode, man. I do appreciate it.
I
I
and
appreciate the invite.
before we go, we'll roll out the red carpet for you guys. If you have anything to plug, I know you during the episode you talked about your producer Chris or Chad. Sorry, dang it. That's my bad.
Close enough.
We'll link that in the description. But do you have anything else that?
I guess on all platforms, the Glassdoors _ That's what that's what our thing is. I think that's just Instagram and Twitter. That's the Glassdoors _ That might be BandCamp too. I can't remember. But we're definitely gonna set up YouTube, Spotify, hopefully iTunes, Pandora, all of that. Tonight. So it's just gonna be the Glassdoors on all platforms.
All right. And if you guys want to send us all the links and everything, we can put them all in the description of the video and everything for you guys so people can check it out.
Certainly.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Very excited to hear the music, guys.
And remember,
very excited to have it released.
Remember, stay modest.
Absolutely. Yeah. It. If you hear that by any chance, it just started raining really fucking bad outside. I don't know if the microphone's